Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas.
Are you ready for a well-deserved Christmas break?
Definitely, but it's probably getting pretty cold outside.
Oh well. Who needs the cold when we have our ugly Christmas sweaters?
Let's take a look at how fashion-forward our Raiders are.
I'm Mariah Kelly with Sea Raider News, and I'm bringing you our first annual Ugly Christmas Sweater Contest. The winner will receive a new set of wheels, and from what I hear, they're pretty hot. Here are our nominees for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Contest. Can you say your name and then model for us?
My name is Derek Mallory, and I'm a junior.
I'm Brian Carson, and I'm a senior.
My name is Claire Kearns, and I am a senior.
Hello, I'm Mr. Hubert, and I teach English 12.
I'm Derek Hamilton. I'm a junior.
I'm Cole Infinity, and I'm also a junior.
This is Mr. Jones, and here's my ugly sweater.
My name is Peter Wrench. I am a senior, and this is my sweater.
My name is Lilia Martin, and I'm a senior.
My name is Liz Legg, and I'm a senior.
I'm Riley Deckard. I'm a junior, and this is my Christmas sweater.
Hi, I'm Mrs. O'Connor, and I'm right now teaching ecology class, and this is my Christmas sweater. Here you go.
Kelsey Surgeon, and I'm a junior, and my sweater says, "My grandkids are the dearest," and it has 3 deers, and the back of it looks like this.
Hey, I'm Vicky No, and I'm a senior, and this is my Christmas sweater, and that's the Grinch right there, and that's Cindy Lou Who. Yeah.
I'm Chrissy Swintz, and I'm a senior, and this is my Christmas sweater.
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm a senior, and this is my Christmas sweater. Woo!
I'm Miss Smith. I teach Spanish and Latin and etymology, and I'm just chilling.
I'm Miss Sandman. I teach theology, and I'm wearing a really ugly sweater.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Gurman. I teach algebra and probability and statistics. This is my beautiful sweater.
Merry Christmas. I'm Mrs. Bryant, and I teach science, and my sweater is not ugly.
I'm Delia, and I'm a junior.
And now to announce our winners. 3rd place goes to Riley Deckard. 2nd place goes to Delia Atkinson. And 1st place goes to Mr. Hubert. Mr. Hubert, please come to the office to get your prize, because you just won
the new car.
Those are some pretty solid Christmas sweaters.
You know what goes well with sweaters? Sports.
I don't think so. Oh well, let's take a look at how our Raiders are going to do this Christmas.
Hey Raiders, Jackson Bennett with the sports recap. We're going to talk about the boys and girls basketball teams. In boys basketball, after losing 5 starters to graduation, Coach Benning still shows high hopes for this season.
I think they're a team, more than anything, and I think that they can adjust pretty quick with things as the game goes. So far, after our first 2 games, they've been able to, sometimes you don't have to call timeouts, you just go tell them. So I think that's a great thing. They're defensively, they have each other's backs. I think they know it, and they're all taking charges, so that's always a good thing.
Do you have any projections for this year's team?
And I hate to be cliche with you because I always say this, but it's one game at a time, and it's about being good. I think the last part of the year and being good when the sectional rolls around. There's been teams in the past. I think Martinsville a few years ago, they won like 3 games and they went on and won their sectional. So that's the main thing. Just be good when it's important. So
the Lady Raiders basketball team is off to a quick start. With the loss of Kayla Batta, their leading scorer last year, many have stepped up to take her place.
We're pretty young. We graduated 3 seniors last year and have 3 seniors returning, so the rest are underclassmen. I think in general we're coming together pretty well, playing a pretty balanced, I'd say, team game, and I think that's going to hopefully benefit us as we get later on in the season.
With the team mostly relying on Kayla Battle to score last year, do you ever find yourselves having trouble scoring this year?
The thing that we've noticed is we don't have one player that's doing the scoring. Like last year, Caleb pretty much led us in scoring almost every night. This year, we've had Lauren Hofer lead us in scoring one night. Marissa Espinoza's led us in scoring another night. Anika's led us in scoring another night. Caleb Parika's led us in scoring. So we're seeing a lot more balance this year, which I think is a good thing. But at times it can be difficult when it's getting down late in the stretch sometime to have that one player we normally would rely on. So it's a little bit of an adjustment, but I think the girls are stepping up pretty well to that.
Come out and support our boys and girls basketball teams. It's as easy as an alley-oop dunk.
What we're seeing coming around lately has been what we've been working on all year is our defense and really trying to trap and put a lot of pressure on teams full court. When we do that, we seem to really be able to turn up the intensity and put other teams on their back, and I think that's helped us a lot. So I think besides playing kind of a balanced team game on offense, our defensive intensity has really stepped up lately.
Come out and support our boys and girls basketball teams. It's as easy as an alley-oop dunk.
Man, they're looking good this year. Go Raiders!
Hey Jackson, how'd the chicken cross the road?
I don't know. What does this have to do with Christmas?
What do you mean? You're right. Let's go to the comedian with real Christmas jokes.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
This is Joey Stevens here with Channel 2 Raider News, and this is Jokes with Joey. Okay, now, what is green, red, and white during Christmas time? A burnt elf! Oh! Okay, what does a cat on a beach have in common with Christmas? Sandy Claus! Okay, what happens when Santa comes down the chimney when the fire is lit? He becomes Krispy Kringle! Oh, got you. Okay. What is red, white, and blue all over? A sad candy cane. Oh, man. Last but not least, what happens when you set up too many Christmas decorations? You get pencilitis! And this is Joey Stevens with Channel 2 Raider News. Merry Christmas.
Now that the jokes are over, let's go to a more serious topic.
I wonder what Christmas is all about.
Let's find out what Christmas really means from Father Hollowell.
Hello Raiders, I've been asked to speak briefly about Christmas and the way that the church celebrates it, and maybe some of the differences and some of the similarities to how we celebrate it as a society and as a culture at large. I think one of probably the two differences, the biggest differences for Christmas for the church, I think both involve the issue of time. One of those being, whereas you might go to a department store or Walgreens or something like that, the day after Halloween you start seeing Christmas items. The church says, we ought to take some time here during Advent to prepare ourselves as opposed to just all of a sudden walking around for 2 months singing Christmas songs, but instead to take some time to prepare ourselves for Christmas and to prepare ourselves for Christ's second coming as well. And so we have this Advent time where we slow down. Not that we can't say the word, we can't say Christmas at all, and especially in this last week or so as we get ready for Christmas. Certainly it's okay to speak about Christmas and to think about it, but again, I think, what are we celebrating on the actual day? If we've already been celebrating for 2 months Christmas, then December 25th isn't that big of a deal. And the church just says we ought to make that special, as if, a new celebration takes place that night that we haven't been celebrating before. So that's one difference. The other difference would be then afterwards, the time after Christmas. I was thinking back to last year when I went home from my family's house the day after Christmas. A couple of different houses on our street the Christmas trees had already been taken down. They were out for the trashmen to come and haul away. The lights were down and everything, and they had moved on December 26th. Whereas the church says, let's celebrate these things. Let's celebrate them with a longer period of time. Maybe you remember the 12 Days of Christmas, that famous song. That's what that's about. We celebrate it for many days following Christmas. And in fact, the 8 days after Christmas, we celebrate as if they were still the day of Christmas. And G.K. Chesterton once said, you know, if you don't like long winters, then make Christmas longer and celebrate it longer. And I think that's what these weeks following Christmas are about. You know, leave your decorations up, leave the lights up, continue to kind of celebrate the season afterwards, as opposed to, which we do so often, is beforehand. And I think that's the subtle difference there that you would see with the church and the larger society. So anyway, a lot of similarities too, but certainly hope you have a blessed Christmas season, and look forward to celebrating that with you when you return for the next couple of weeks. But have a great Christmas vacation, and God bless.
That's all we have for you today, Raiders.
But before we go, here's a flashback of the Christmas concert and the Big Sis Little Sis Christmas caroling.
Until next year, stay classy, Cardinal Ritter.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Armand, what would you want for Christmas?
A cinder block, and for Miss Peck to be my friend on Facebook.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide.
Olivia, what do you want for Christmas?
I want a My Little Pony.
From now on, our troubles will be miles away.
And little Jack, what do you want for Christmas?
I want an airplane.
As in olden days, happy golden days of yore.
Okay, Mariah, what do you want for Christmas?
I want Mr. Kavanaugh to tweet me back.
Who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
And Joseph, what do you want for Christmas?
I want to become a real boy.
We all will be together if the fates allow.
And Harry, what would you like for Christmas?
A really hot girl.
Shining star upon the highest bough.
To all the Cardinal Ritter Raiders out there, I'd like to wish that in this coming season of Christmas, that we all receive the gift that our Savior did give to us, and that's the gift of love, and we'll find that in our families and friends. And may you have a very nice and joyous season this Christmas, and go Raiders.
Hang a shining star upon the high.
Well, Raiders, by this time you're wrapping up your final exams. I know all of you are looking forward to this well-deserved break, as are your teachers. It is my fondest wish that you have a wonderful, a blessed, and a warm and restful break. We will see you next year. God bless.
Christmas now.
From all of us at C2 Raider News.